Okay, my name is Cedric Jimeno, and in this presentation, I will be discussing the Cologne Cathedral and the Chartres Cathedral and carefully analyzing its Gothic architecture characteristics and provide an explanation of what each Gothic architecture characteristic provides. So let's start off with the Cologne Cathedral. Now, this cathedral initially intended as a residence for the Archbishop of Cologne. The Cologne Cathedral now also houses the shrine of the three wise men, associated with one of the most renewed biblical narratives. Archbishop Reinhold von Dassel brought the shrine to the Cologne Cathedral in the mid-12th century. It is known for being the largest Gothic church in Northern Europe. It is distinguished by its massive twin towers, and each rising to a height of 516 feet. It was built. It was completed in 1800, and then construction began in 1248. And so here there were many architects in the Cologne Cathedral. So here are a few. Now, a characteristic that the cathedral possesses is the rib vault. That a lot of cathedrals have. The rib vault was a game-changing feature in Gothic architecture. It helped to distribute the weight of heavy stone ceilings over wider spans, making buildings stronger and more open. Its defining characteristic is the intersect ribbed arches that form a skeletal framework supporting the ceiling while reducing the overall weight. This allowed architects to build a taller, more expensive cathedral with larger windows, enhancing both structure and style. Now, the Cologne Cathedral has a vertical emphasis, and most Gothic cathedrals are commonly defined by the striking vertical emphasis achieved through soaring spires and pointed arches and rib vaults that draw the eye upward. This architectural focus creates an impression of reaching towards the heavens, symbolizing a spiritual connection to the divine towering facades. Expensive naves and intricate detailed exteriors reinforce the sense of height, inspiring awe and reverence among worshippers and visitors alike. Now, the Cologne Cathedral also has stained glass. Stained glass in Gothic cathedrals symbolize divine light and served as a powerful teaching tool for biblical stories, especially for the illiterate, introduced in the 12th century by Abbot Suger of St. Denis. Stained glass transformed a cathedral interiors into a luminous spiritual space. Artisans crafted color glasses using metallic oxides and painted the intricate religious scenes, which were framed with lead cames and installed in larger windows. Architectural innovations like flying bridges enabled taller walls and larger windows, exemplified by cathedrals like Chartres and Notre Dame de Paris. Stained glass thus merged art, religion, and engineering, shaping the Gothic architectural legacy. Now, the Cologne Cathedral also possesses stone pointed arches. Pointed arches were initially originated in the Islamic architecture and revolutionized building design by offering both structural and aesthetic benefits. Their apex shape helped distribute weight more efficiently, allowing for taller, more open interiors with thinner walls. This design enabled the expensive windows and intricate decorative elements, enhancing both function and beauty. Now, the Cologne Cathedral also has flying buttresses, like most Gothic cathedrals. Flying buttress, it's a masonry structure commonly used in Gothic cathedrals. It consists of an inclined bar supported by half arch that extends from the upper part of the wall and distant pier. This design transfer roof or vaults outwards, thrust away from the wall, enhancing structural stability. Often, a pinnacle tops the tier, adding weight and further stabilizing the system. Flying bridges allowed for the construction of the taller walls and larger windows, contributing to the iconic high ceiling, light-filled interiors characteristic of Gothic architecture. Now, let's talk about the Chartres Cathedral. Now, it built in 1145 and finished building in 1948. The architect is Master of Chartres. A little background of this cathedral. It was built in that time after the fire of 1094. It is considered a masterpiece of French Gothic architecture. Its unified design features an expensive nave, an intricate 12th and 13th century stained glass windows, and remarkable sculptural decoration. The cathedral west facade, with its royal portrayal and the three grand stained glass windows, exemplifies early Gothic architecture. Its architectural innovations influenced major cathedrals across Europe, including Reims and Westminster. The structure remains largely intact, preserving its making, preserving preserving its original artistic and architectural elements, making it a symbol of medieval art and religious heritage. So, the Cathedral of Chartres has a red vault as well, similar to the Cologne Cathedral. The red vault distributed also like the same thing. It distributed the weight onto columns or piers, enabling the construction of taller ceilings and thinner walls, similar to the Cologne Cathedral. The same purpose. It also has a vertical emphasis, same as the Cologne Cathedral, and it also has to do with spirituality and making the eye look upward, and the building being more connected to the heavens. Now this is another closer look up of stained glass. The stained glass it creates luminous space, like previously mentioned before by the Cologne Cathedral, and this is a closer look up of the figures that the stained glass has to offer, and it tells a story in religion. And there's also pointed arches, and as you can see, there's also a rose window at the top, which is a common Gothic architecture. Common Gothic architecture characteristic, and it's usually on the front of the cathedral. And as you can see, the sculpture, the pointed arches have sculptures, and it provides a sense of religion and architecture to the cathedral. With that being said, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.